She wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board. Let them keep the score. Hey, 6 on my wrist. What?
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives... Which is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 43.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go. Waiting. I got it. Strong leg.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return is Kirk. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a look. Great 57. Shit. Slam.
Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch the ship. Tyson. Watch the ship. He's coming. We got
Henry. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
61. Box, light.
3rd and 7.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A first down carry for Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, Delta. 51, Mike. 51. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now Wentz. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
3 bucks. Kill. Shorty. Banjo.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Coming to you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, deep.
They'll set up a throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Kirk now, the return man.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
To throw is Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Wentz. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. And let's get this, get this. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic.
They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Here.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Here we go.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
5'9", 5'9". Go. Watch the curl. Switch. Hey, orbit. Here.
Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Hey. I'm coming after you. Joker.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On the ready. Go 58 to the mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
They'll run with Cook. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go.
Wentz now to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Straight 15, straight 15.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, rip 5-2, on here.
Throwing is Wentz. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll run with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
First down, Washington.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4.
Y'all playing the wrong 50.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Henry running right. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run that time by Henry. 42 yards.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 5.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. He's going to take, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Vikings pick up the football.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
This is Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Done. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Back. Check. Here.
They'll give Henry another shot. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Vikings take away at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. So the final second.